Alright, so what's the deal with this? Just talking about Bloodborne and fucking random associations that come into my head. Little flashes of inside. Madman knowledge for you, that's it. Some madman knowledge. Alright, so new game. So start fucking. Oh no. This one.
Oh, yeah.
So you see, right? So you come to this place seeking for pale blood. That's your only clue.
You've come to the right place.
What are you supposed to do in this
Yarnum
place?
is the home of blood ministration.
And then
You
pale
need
blood,
only
you
unravel
think
its
like,
mystery.
oh, it's blood, right? So you end up at
But
Yarnum,
there's an
home
outsider
of
like
the
yourself
blood
to begin.
administration. Where to
Easy,
begin?
with a bit of Yarnum blood of your own. But first, you'll need a contract.
Alright, so see, you get the backstory there. What the fuck is going on? So there is this Yarnum that you sign a blood contract in exchange for Yarnum blood, right? What the fuck is Yarnum blood? You'll find out soon enough. It must be in a fine haze now, but don't worry. And then, so then you sign a pact with the devil, right? That's like the trope of it. So you sign a pact with the devil in exchange for this blood because you're seeking for pale blood. Later on you find out the pale blood is not blood at all, it's the moon presence, right? You're seeking for the moon presence. This is pretty cool, the lone survivor with 420 blood echoes. So you know that the lone survivor of the lost hamlet, right? You know the deal with the hamlet that they worship Kos. So the lone survivor was the one that could talk to the gods, right? Old ones, gods, blah blah blah, is the same thing. Yeah, boom. So you sign a contract, right? And this contract creates a projection of you. That's what you're making now. You're making a projection of you to like travel on this world, right? That's like a very meta way to see a video game, but so you're creating a projection of you. And it's pretty cool because Bloodborne just covers your face, so you get rid of your ego. Because it's not how you look that matters. Alright, so then he gives you the Yarnum blood now, right? The blood minister. And you see the blood minister is like the mentor, right? Like the one that gives you the tool to travel the world. And the mentor, the first mentor was German, right?
All signed and sealed.
So all these blood ministers are doing like what German did to like the first hunters, blah blah blah.
Oh, don't you worry. Whatever
And
happens, you may think you're a bad dream.
like this is a reality that works like a dream, but it's not a dream. It's not fake. Do you think the emotions that you feel when you play Bloodborne are fake? Don't you get shaky because the boss is hard? Or you get scared because a monster comes in? It's imagination. The power of imagination. And then see like, so he gave you Yarnum blood. What the fuck is Yarnum blood? That's what it is beast blood. See the beast coming out of the blood? So what the fuck was the deal in Yarnum? They would give beast blood to like the outsiders, right? So the outsiders get fucked and then they hunt the beasts. Tradition. And you see what happens, but then you don't turn into a beast. Something in yourself reacts to it. So like you become a hunter because you get chosen by the messengers of the dream, right? So people with this blood becomes hunters, the blood that you have. Because are you the lone survivor of the lost hamlet? You are one of the hunters, right? Hunters don't get possessed by the beast.
You found yourself a hunter.
You know that later that's not true, but for now you don't know. You're oblivious. Because your beast got out of you. That's the beast that you meet there down there. It's your beast. It's you, the one that came in the blood. All right. So then you sign the blood contract, right? In exchange of Yarnan blood, you sign what? That's what you signed on the contract. So you left like the only clue that you left yourself, because you lost your memories, just like Lawrence. You see that the tomb that you got in the first ending, the tomb of that the doll says like, oh, a hunter before you after you go to New Game Plus. So you can't travel that tomb, right? So that tomb has no memories. Because the tombs are the memories of the hunters, right? The doll says that. So you come in and like the messengers, they help you navigate this world, right? So they tell you how this world works. They're telling you, the person controlling the character, how the game works. Because you know, this is just a doll. This is not you. You are behind the controller. And then that's the beast that came out of that blood. Got burned. See the no full health and everything. And so then like what happened? Like the outsiders, the hunters, they wouldn't get turned into a beast, right? But they needed a failsafe. So the failsafe is this, like you're gonna die anyway, end up in the dream. You can try to kill this beast, or just run away, or just, you know, die. Because that's the first lesson that you need to learn. Death is not the end. So then you die. And you learn your lesson in a very cool way. So death is not the end and you keep coming back on the same life. That's Buddhist purgatory. That's how it works in their belief. That you don't go to purgatory, you just keep living the same life over and over again until you understand. But that's pretty cool, right? Because you remember Inception, when you die in a dream, you go to the limbo, and that's what happens, right? You're at limbo now. So limbo is like unconstructed dream space, where you share limbo with just people who've been there, and the only ones that been to limbo are the hunters. Why do the hunters end up at limbo? That's a good question for the game. But yeah, so you see, like later on when you finish the game the first time and you die, you come back here, and then German says, like, when he kills you, you're gonna forget the night, blah blah blah. So you cannot go into this tomb. But right now you don't remember that you did that. You already died once to German and came back because you have no memories, right? But you don't remember that, so you have to relive it to remember. That's exactly Buddhist purgatory. If I can call that, that's like a weird name. It's cool. Let's see if so the workshop doors, they only open when you meet Gilbert. When you just hear Gilbert there, you don't even have to talk to him. Oh cool, German is here. So you see, like, you meet the mentor, right? The first person that ended up in limbo. But why did he end up in limbo? Because of course, right? It's a curse to be in limbo. German is trapped here. So the hunters are as cursed as the beasts. And you see how he says, like, please, please, because he's trapped in limbo, he can't get out. Who trapped him? The moon presence, you know? Is the moon presence somehow relate to cos? Because cosmos, cos, moon presence. And alright, so then you go, then you're gonna live through stories, right? Because like each of these one will be like a hunter, but this hunter had a story, right? So this is like the Yarnan hunter, Yarnan headstone, and you can buy the Yarnan hunter clothes as well. See, so the first story that you live through is the story of the Yarnan hunter, like what was his name, blah blah blah, like who the fuck knows, was like the last Yarnan hunter. And what did the Yarnan hunter had? So that would be like how your story started as well. All the hunters, because they say beast hunting is like the first thing that you do. So all the hunters, like, they started as a Yarnan hunter, like in this place where you would hunt beasts for like protect the town or something like that, depending on the place. So then you see like the messengers give you like a reminder of what you already have, but that's not the point. Because you're the Yarnan hunter, right? So like the Yarnan hunter had the tools to hunt beasts, you know? And so that's like the messengers are giving you back. And you say like, remembering stuff, blah blah. You try to remember your dreams in the morning and it's very hard and stuff. And then the best way to do it is having a notebook. So you have a notebook to write down your dreams. Then you start remembering your dreams more and more and more and more. See how the messengers are like trying to help you. And the doll, we talk about the doll later. But the doll is like, it's exactly like, say like, if you don't play, you know, you would be there. The character would be there because your character is a doll. But then you infuse it with something, and this doll, like, once you have insight to realize that she's actually alive, she's not dead, like there's a spirit in that. That's like animism, and like the first theory of religion was something like that, that like things have spirits in them. Everything has a spirit in it. So like if you're smart enough, you can talk to the spirit of that thing. If you know the ways, you know, if you have insight. Not smart enough, because that's what happened to Micorashu. Alright, so you start as the Yarnan hunter. That first part, that was your story. Now you're going through the Yarnan hunter story. In the Yarnan hunter story, there is a doctor. Wasn't the blood minister that gave you, but was Yosefka. There was a doctor that was like trying to cure the disease, and she was doing experiments until she found out something that worked. And it's pretty cool because you're like a plague doctor, right? So during the plague there was two doctors. There was doctors that believe in contamination and corruption and everything. And there were doctors that believed in bad smells that you cure with incense. So that's why you have incense all over the town. Alright, so the Yarnan hunter goes and he wakes up like in a place like, what probably happened was Yosefka reanimated him, right? That's where you get the Frankenstein stuff, the doll and stuff. So then you go and you talk and then you find out like, what the fuck? So this happened to the Yarnan hunter.
Then I'm very sorry, but
there was a doctor called Yosefka that
I am Yosefka.
said like she had patients and all, and she
must
believed
not be
that
exposed to infection.
they couldn't mix, you know.
I know that you hunt for us, for our town, but I'm sorry. Please, this is all that I can do.
You say like how she tells you what your mission is, like the Yarnan hunter was hunting the beasts for the safety of the town, you know, like because there was a disease going on.
Now go, and good hunting.
And then you see how like she's white church. White church is the doctors that would experiment on it, and the black church was the one that would kill it, right? So the Yarnan hunter met Yosefka. It's not you anymore. You are the Yarnan hunter now. The Yarnan hunter met Yosefka, this doctor that knew about blood. See how she's like Kanehurst, because Kanehurst was the ones that knew about blood. So So she knew how to manipulate blood, right? Because the Kanehursts were all nobles, they had knowledge about the blood and how to manipulate it, and they knew about the beasts as well. And they had the knights to protect them, right? The servants of the old nobles. And it's pretty cool how you have body and corpses. So these are body, and the reanimated ones are corpses. So that leads you to think, right? So is a like in this place that you are, like this dream like place, is it like your body and your spirit get separated, you know? And you see like why like Yosefka is Kanehurst, because there is a executioner here, and executioners are always after Kanehurst, and fake Yosefka gives you Kanehurst potions as well. And Kanehurst, you had 2 sisters and 1 mother, and the man guy you see on the statues there. So that's like their family, you know? The 2 sisters, the mother and the father. The mother with the baby, there was a baby too. And alright, so you get here to Central Yarnan, and you see down there, that's where you fight the blood-starved beast. That's the church of the blood-starved beast, right? So you remember like they burn old Yarna, right? So they burn, and all the ashes came. That's, you see, it's all ashen. All the ashes came here and contaminated everyone in like new Yarna that was built on top of it. That's so fucking good. So see, like there's a body here, and here you have 3 bodies and 3 corpses, and you have that body with like 10 bullets, right? That's the executioners, the big guy there, has had 10 bullets. That's a lot, you know. See, like 1, 2, there's the 3rd body there, and here's the other 2 corpses. And it's funny because when you look here, what happened to old Yarnan? Got burned down, yeah? What item do you get? Cocktails. That's so fucking... See how the game is like telling you the story at all times. They don't need like a fucking guy to come in and say, hey man, so Yarna is called by disease, blah blah blah. They're showing you the story. They're not telling you. And see here like how you can't escape. You have to open the workshop, because once you go up there and you see Gilbert, the workshop door opens, right? And here's closed. It's gonna try someday to get someone, to summon someone and see if they can bring it back. Can open the door there, so you don't have to open the workshop, because I think that's how you wake up Gurman. Gurman's asleep now. Once the workshop is open, he wakes up, right? And then here you can go and listen to the cleric beast. That's where you fight it. And you cannot go, I'm gonna just show, like you go all the way here, that's top. If you go up the stairs, the workshop opens. Just go back to the workshop, because I wanna get Yosefka's blood 3 times as well. So then when you get, see, like again, like who else you take the blood 3 times and things change. There's Adeline. Adeline, her quest line progresses. Oh fuck, go back to the draw. Like that, with 3. You have Adele, you have Ariana, right? Ariana, if you take her blood 3 times with Adela there, Adela kills her. See, so Yosefka is Kanehurst. Because they knew about blood and everything, so they got to Yarnum to like experiment with it. Like Yarnum was their research hall. With Lady Maria on top. Lady Maria as Yosefka, right? That's like thinking like syncretically. I don't even know if that's a real word. that you just make associations between stuff. Alright, so just take Yosefka's blood again, and then I show you that the workshop door open. So when it opens, that's when you get your mentor, and that's when like you get both Gilbert. Gilbert is the mentor of the Yarnan hunter, and German was the mentor of all the hunters. Does that make sense? It's like it's like their family tree, you know?
You are safe. Thank goodness. But I'm afraid nothing will change. I cannot open the door.
And then who can open the door as
I'll
well?
do what I can, of course. Perhaps
The queen, yeah?
this
Like,
will
cause
help
there is
you,
someone,
if only in
there is
some
a
small
guardian
way.
of the threshold there.
Now go. I pray for your safety.
And you see, like, when you get the executioner rune, that's like blood vials get stronger because they got addicted to like the blood of the queen, right? That's why they go there and kill everyone in Kanehurst, to take their blood of the old nobles. Because first the hunter got addicted to beast blood, right? That's why all these other guys are here, and that's why it's like a drink cocktail. Like they drink more blood than alcohol on the item that says that. So see, like first they got addicted to beasts, and then later on they get addicted to the old nobles. That's how they become executioners. And they make up a story about like who is right, who is wrong, doesn't matter. You see that X there? So that X, it goes through, you can follow through the city and everything, and takes you all the way to Ebrietas. It's pretty cool. So like, here doesn't matter like if you light the lamp and everything, the workshop door is open now. Then you, as the Yarnan hunter, you meet your mentor, Gilbert. And then you, as simply like a hunter, like all the hunters, you meet your mentor, German.
Oh, you must be a hunter. And not one from around here either. I'm Gilbert, a fellow outsider.
See, so German was an outsider as well.
Had a fine time of it. Yarnum has a special way.
And you can infer like what happened to German by what
I don't think I could stand if I wanted
Gilbert
to,
saying. See,
but I'm willing to
I
help.
don't think I could
There's
stand.
plenty of it.
Like he's in a wheelchair. You know what I mean?
This town is cursed.
So funny.
Whatever your reasons might be, you should plan a swift exit.
So yeah, but he says so like
Whatever can be gained from this place, it will do more harm.
that's why he takes your memories away later, because like it's everything he is fucked up. You shouldn't remember anything. And then it's cool now, cause you ask him about pale blood, right? And he has no idea, just like the minister at first, like he was coughing at you, pale blood. Pfft. Like Gilbert as well, he doesn't know. And German doesn't know the moon presence is there as well.
Pale blood, you say? Never heard of it.
See, it's like German say like, say, hey German, you know the moon presence is controlling you? No, no way.
It controls all knowledge on blood ministration and all varieties of blood. Across the valley to the east of Yarn,
See, like,
the town of the healing.
he doesn't know about Kanehurst, because Kanehurst is like old history now, right?
Deep within Cathedral Ward is the old Grand Cathedral,
It's like a secret.
birthplace of the healing church's special blood.
It's pretty cool, right? So he says like the birthplace of the special blood.
Yarnamites don't share.
And then you think like it's the cathedral with Amelia, right? But no, it's the cathedral behind it, where Ebrietas is. Because that's where they were taking Ebrieta's blood. That's why the old lady said, ah, you think we're all crazy? And Ebrieta's blood makes you crazy, right? So you find out like what's the deal, like what's the mission of the Yarnan hunter? Is to go to the church, right? To the cathedral ward. Through and he finds a guy that tells him like, ah, just go there, that's where you have to go. And then you go. But then you go back to the dream now, and German gives you like another mission to just like kill beasts, because he's very secretive, German. And then you see here like there is the 5 figures here. See, there's like 2 old ladies, that's like this statue, the witches of Hamilek maybe. There's a man on this side, it seems like a priest, maybe it's Lugarius. Then you have here, that's like a lady, right? Seems like a Venus type deal. I have no idea, and there is the mother in the middle. Yeah, so tells you something, I don't know what. Ah, yeah, so it's pretty cool, right? You like see upon death you awaken on this lamp. So what's going on? Like you die, like exactly like how you summon someone for co-op. When you die, the messengers here, they ring the bells and then you come back, you know? Cause you like they resonate with you. You come back here. So that's what you do, you just bring the messengers to like remember this place, and then they can ring it for you. That's like their special power. Alright, so then you go and the workshop door is open now. And we got German. So then you meet him like, see, I couldn't stand if I wanted to. But he's like, so this is the story of like the hunters, because he says it's Ludwig already. So like the hunters that started after Ludwig. So you know the Yarnan hunter was after Ludwig, right?
Aha! You must be the new hunter. Welcome to the hunter's dream. This will be your home.
See, like, cause you know, like, how you gonna stuck in limbo until what? He has the power to free people from limbo,
Friend to you hunters.
right? Because when he kills you, like you just disappear. But then, for you to be free from limbo, you have to fulfill like whatever mission is there, right? And he knows it's like too much to tell you now, so just go like, especially like if you start playing the game now, you still have to learn how to kill beasts. You have to learn that, because you cannot go anywhere unless you defeat the bosses, right?
This was once a safe
So this is pretty cool. So like he's in limbo, and then you're sharing the limbo with whoever was there before. And then his limbo, German's limbo, his memory was the old workshop, right? So that's all he remembers, like being old in the old workshop, forgotten and like locked away, you know? He's like just providing advice, blah blah blah. So it's like is your mentor, but then remember that the student has to defeat the mentor. Isn't that like a martial arts trope or something? And then you see like what was the mission of the old hunters. Mission of the old hunters was this, you know, he left you a note because he knows, I think he knows he's being watched. So you have to like stop whatever is the scourge of the beasts. That's when the night can end. That could have been German's contract or the old hunters contract, you know, because they were like beast hunters, blah blah blah. That's why they're like so crazy, because the night would never end. They'll stay in the same, like, time wouldn't move, you know, until like whoever was the scourge of the beasts died. And who the fuck was that? That's why they burn Odiarna, you know? Their first idea was that was the blood-starved beast, right? There was worship in Odiarna, blah blah blah. But then the night didn't end. What do you go after? That's why they start killing everything. That's why German killed Kos. Thought it was a monster, but it wasn't. Alright, so then you have the Yarnan Hunter come in, meet Gilbert, fucking see what the fuck is going on. He is pretty cool because if you stop here, you can see them moving around, getting together in the middle, in the town center. And it gives you like the pebbles, right? There's 8 pebbles, there is 8 enemies there walking there. And the pebbles are like empty inside, right? Like fossilized, like calcified eyes, or like, you know, stone eyes that just bring you down, doesn't show you anything. So it kind of like, yeah, you know, it brings you down, but you can play around with it. And you see how the pebbles evolved into the black sky eye later. The black sky eye is just like a super pebble, right? Yeah, so then you see what happened in Yarnan, right? Like they took too much beast blood. Then they start turning into beasts. Or maybe it wasn't even too much, it was just like during the full moon, whatever. Like if you took it once, like Yosefka says, you're contaminated now, so you're gonna turn into a beast. And see, like the fucking executioner here, they only show up with, oh fuck, they only show up with Kanehurst, like next to Kanehurst targets, right? Apart from the fucking true, the fucking what is it called, the Yahargu. Next there to Yahargu, they are there as well. Why are they there? That's a very good question. Maybe we'll find out later. So yeah, so like the Yarnan Hunter fucking got into this place and they fucking didn't know what the fuck was going on. So here you hear like the beast roar. I think it's around here when you come back. Where is it? Oh, I didn't go this time. Must be around here somewhere. But then it's cool because here like you talk to this guy and he's like kind of polite, but there is a beast at his door.
Are you that outsider?
See?
Sorry, but I don't want anything to do with you.
Like sorry, blah blah blah. Trot along. Just that trot along makes me think he's Ludwig, because Ludwig is in a horse. Oh, you fucking saw me from very far. And then you have the other guy that has a man at the door, but he's like super rude to you.
Lads, you've come on. He'd open the door on a night of hunt. Away with you. Now.
See, if you get this idea like, oh yeah, maybe the beasts are trying to help you. When you go here, right? You see the beast like is pointing to the left with the arm, and if you follow the left you get to the shortcut. The shortcut that brings you back to Gilbert. Like so much sooner than anywhere else, and like fucking it's a very good shortcut. So like maybe the beasts are trying to help you. Because the other beast that you find like at the door is the little girl. Shit later. Yeah, so then, oh fuck. Yeah, so then like you see like the fucking, oh, no way. So the fucking village got destroyed. Because like they all like who the fuck is the beast, you know? They just started like hunting everyone because they didn't know who was the source of like the scourge of the beasts. And then you later find out that was the church doing the experiments and stuff. So the church that said like, oh yeah, we are hunting beasts, was actually the one producing the beasts. And that's a lot to do with like shadow side and everything, like, or like you don't accept your animal nature. A lot of spiritual people think like they want to transcend their animal nature, but we are all part animal, you know. That's the point. What did Nietzsche say? Man is a rope between beasts and gods. You know? Man is just the point in between, so you have like both beasts and gods going. It's up to you to choose. Then yeah, it's pretty fucking. It's so good, like how the enemies and everything, and how this game plays. Like this is like a good game to play. There is some games there that is like just good to finish. You know, like a good book or something. You just read it again, you know what's gonna happen. You just read it again because it's good. You see like how. So right. So then later on you find out like you see that they go like. I think if you run around there, they go like, ah, death to the minister, blah blah blah, because they find out that there was the church and the hunters were helping the church do the experiments and shit, right? Ludwig and blah blah blah. Like they were helping by like getting rid of the cases that went wrong, right? So then all the people fucking see the cleric beast that they killed, so they turn against the hunters and the church and blah blah blah. And you know that this one is on the times after Ludwig, so Ludwig recruited everyone to be hunters, right? So then they start becoming hunters, and then they start becoming beasts, and they found out that fucking everyone was fucking against them, you know? And that they revolt. That's like, right? Like that's when people rebel, because the powers should be are fucking them up. Come here, motherfucking dog. Wow! That was good. Oh no way, the dog burned down. Yeah, it's like very good. I haven't played Sekiro yet, but I think it must be like fucking as good. But you see like how like the old hunters, their power was the super dash, right? And you didn't have dash in Dark Souls, so you can almost see that like how they got the Dark Souls engine and they just made it better and better. And then in case of Bloodborne they make it faster, and I think there is a Yamazaki interview about it that is like they wanted the players to take more chances, because in Dark Souls you always like shield. So with the dodge like this and the blood recovery thing, dude, you play it so much freely. You don't have to keep worrying so much about like getting hit and shit. You play like a beast. So yeah, like you see like the beast is pointed to the left, and there is like the mother statue there. So it could be that the cleric beast is like the mother. But then yeah, so the beast is pointing to the left. The other side is like where shit gets fucking super tough. But then if you follow the beast here to the left, it gives you the shortcut. And the shortcut that you meet Eileen, right? So you go meet Eileen, but you meet this one at the door. She's like the woman as well. There's like a woman figure there, but she's rude as fuck too. See, like kinda like it's inverted. The people are not like the good ones, and the beasts are not the bad ones. And that's what happened in Old Dana later, right? Like that's what Jura says. So yeah, see, and then you meet the old lady as well here, right? So you heard that, like, was kind of like an old voice there at the talking at the door, right? Then you have like the body and corpse thing as well. You have like this separation. And there you already to Gascoigne, the cathedral ward. Look at the workshop. You see how once you go up there on the cathedral ward and you look back, there's that broken bridge, right? But here there is no broken bridge. You can even put like the shiny coins there and see it. I'll show you later. In the next episode. See, and then you meet like, you meet an old lady there, you meet an old lady here, and you meet an old lady with Eileen just down there. Right? They are all like old ladies. Do you think that means anything? And this old lady also has the 5 figures here. Just like Gilbert. And she talks just like Eileen. Like, it's your job to go the hunt. Fucking just go kill beasts. Fuck you. And she's as well. Eileen says like, it's only beasts now. But you know there's some people. And she goes, she's like all panicky already. Shutting up doors isn't enough. But then, like any other character that you meet, they're like, yeah, no, it's alright. Just later on they go like, oh, please help me. And ask for a safe place before you even know there is safe places. So she knows shit. She says like she knows all your tricks, blah blah blah. Oh, see, you think you're all mad. Because she's like taking Briette's blood. It's pretty cool, fuck, man. Yeah, so you meet the old lady there, then you meet the other old lady here. And if you summon Gascoigne, Gascoigne doesn't come here. If you cross here, he fucking rings the bell and goes away. The silencing blank and goes away. I think he must be afraid to come down here. Because Eileen is the hunter of hunters, right? And he knows he's guilty. That's why he turns into a beast. He knows he went mad with blood, you know. And there is already like a hunter that Eileen got here, the spear hunter. The spear hunter, you meet the spear hunter at Old Yarnan, right? Helping Jura. So you see Eileen here, and the old lady is up there on the bridge. It's like towards Gascoigne. Yeah, the old lady's there, and the little girl is up there, up on my character's head. So she's watching what you're doing. She's watching what you're gonna do to the little girl, and she's watching like if you're gonna go up the cathedral ward.
Oh, a hunter, are you? And an outsider? What a mess you've been caught up in. And
See, she's all
tonight,
panicky as
all
well.
night.
Look, but Because maybe she has insight to know that
Hunter,
everything is fucked up.
prepare
Because you can't see
yourself
it
for
yet,
the
right?
roast.
Can only
There
see
are
after
no
Rome
humans
is gone.
left. They're all flesh-hungry beasts.
See, like, you can't see it means you can't remember. Because it already happened. You just need to remember. And you see through here, you can see the workshop there as well.
Still lingering about.
See, like, she's like
What's wrong?
the old lady is the same
A
thing.
hunter unnerved by a few beasts. No matter.
See, and she says like, without fear. She's afraid. That's what she's like. That's why she's all panicky. And you know, like she's a crow, and who is the top of fear is the wet nurse. And the wet nurse is watching over the baby. She is watching over the baby.
What are you still doing here? Enough trembling in your boots.
Alright,
A hunter must hunt.
let's hunt. I remember the first time that I played this game, I got here in a fucking smasher so much, I was so afraid. See, that's what she's saying. If you're afraid, you can't see things straight. But if you're not afraid at all, then must be something wrong with you. Look at the other guy came in with the bullet. That guy's so cool. Ooh, fuck! Almost fell down. So see how those things were a bait for you as well, the ones that were up there. Because if you jump now, it's a fucking nightmare to come back up there because there's the other beast and the two guys shooting. So if you go after your reward like crazy, if you don't watch the... Oh fuck, for real? How long do it take to fuck? Oh no way. Alright, let's do the old question. So then, yeah, like... There is all these little details and stuff. And you see like how here you like going down into like channels and everything. This is kind of like what was left of old Yarna in a way, because it's like the deepest part of the town. And the other guy comes after you, it's so cool. Oh fuck! I almost killed him. And see here, the statues are different. They're not the that one anymore. The one with the older covered face. Ooh. Or is it? No, it's the one with the messengers. See, like it's the lady with the messengers coming up. Yeah. So like all those little details, all this stuff, it's like, you know, like you walk through your city, man, and you pay attention to all those details, all the museums and stuff. It's telling you the whole story. And all the crows here as well. The islands. So like, you know, like how there's crows here and like Eileen is a crow and there is Rex down there and Henry is the red, right? Like there is, he drops fucking Henrik's feather weapon. So remember like in Demon Souls, I think, that when you die you see like how the crows drop pebbles, like empty insights. Because Eileen, like, she thinks she's very smart, but she's actually not saying anything. So yeah, she's too afraid, right? Like that's what the Micorashu cage does. Is like, So you're not afraid to see. But yeah, so you had in Demon Souls, you had like when you died, you got like dropped like a blood thing on you that you like in summon like a dark spirit wherever you died before, you know, like a red phantom or some shit like that. And so like can see like this is like Henrik died here, and then you know like he died like a bunch of times, and every time that he died like he would like create a beast, you know, or like every time that he turned into like a literal rat. And then here you have the first madman knowledge, right? You know that Henrik is, because Eileen said that she knows the doll and everything, and then you know that only people with insight knows the doll, right? So that insight, like, because you can only know the doll after you got inside, right? So that's pretty much like Henrik got inside, you know? And that's why he goes crazy, right? That's the madman knowledge, the guy's there. See, it's fucking perfect, fits everything together. It's cool how tight, like how there's a term in film like the unity, you know, how everything makes sense in relation to each other. It's very tight. Yeah, so like you go down and you meet Eileen, you meet the wet nurse, and then you meet the baby, Margot, yeah. So like, this is like the most grounded story, right? Like was a little girl, blah blah blah. And then later on they turn into like gods and all this kind of crap. And see like, and then the second inside you find with the crows, right? So could it be like the Henrik got inside from somewhere? That's where Eileen says he goes crazy. And then you kill Henrik with her and she gets the inside? And most especially if she's hers, because when you use a blood drag, the blood drag gives you insight, right? So when you kill another hunter, you get insight. Oh fuck! You hear the little music, and this guy. Oh come on! And this guy's the only one holding the statue. The other ones they're holding other stuff, but he's the only one holding the statue. See, and here there's a beast as well, and the woman is kind of like, but she's like more full on. But she sounds like a noun, right? Heaven, the depths of depravity. Then you go meet the little girl. And Eileen is watching. Where is Eileen? Eileen is down there. You see, like, you have griffins. Griffins, they are like sky monsters, right? So what this little girl is representing, what? The mother, of course, or the child, the children, of course, because in Yarnan happened like this with people, blah 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 blah. But it's the same story, like the orphan, right? Like the both the mother and the parent die.
Who are you? I don't know
She
your
becomes
voice,
an orphan as well.
but I know that smell. Are you a hunter? Didn't I just really look for my mum? Daddy never came back from the hunt, and she went to find him. But now she's gone too. I'm all alone and scared.
So like, say like, you can never know what happened to the orphan, of course, but you can know what happened to like the little girl, and they just drew a parallel to it, something like that, you know. So the little girl like became an orphan because the hunter fucked it up, everything got in the way, you know, like, or because he went crazy, like her dad got crazy.
Really? Oh, thank you. My mum wears a red jeweled brooch. It's so big and beautiful. You won't miss it. Oh, I mustn't forget. If you find my mum, give her this music box.
And see, like, and she has the same music box that Murgo plays and everything. And it could very well be that you were summoned by this music box. That's what summons the hunter. Right? Because it's just like after you get the music box to stop with Murgo like killing the wet nurse, that's how the hunter can go away. Know what I mean?
It plays one of Daddy's favourite songs. And when Daddy forgets us, we play it for him so he remembers. Mum's so silly running off without
See, like, Daddy forgets her, blah blah blah, to remember. Like, it's bringing him back to, like... But now, like, Gascoigne is fucked up as well. Because Gascoigne was the Yarnan hunter, right? Until he got corrupted by the blood. Then see, like, you go do that shortcut and you come back here. If you like, you can go the other way, but you can come back here and then keep going. I'm gonna go into the cleric beast, get the dog. So yeah, you see like how it's like the giant is going after, oh fuck, he's going after the people there, right? Like he wants to cross to the other side, and the other side there is the people that burned everything and burned the cleric beast. And like, did the people go and like, was Gascoigne's wife like the cleric beast, the black cleric beast? And then, you know, when people like went there and kill her, he went crazy, you know, and start killing everyone. Because you find out later with Yosefka, if you drink her blood 3 times, right, that she falls in love with you. So was Gascoigne and Viola the doctor and the hunter, like before you? And then everything is just a cycle repeating itself over and over, and then it happens to you too. You know? Fucking god. Oh! Yeah, so you know, like, that was the same shit that happened. And then, or you get that thing, like, Gascoigne woke up, he didn't remember who he was. This doctor told him that he was a beast hunter and he had to kill the beast, but then he forgot that Viola was a beast as well. And he is pretty cool because it's the first time that you see the clock tower, and the clock tower is what has everything to do with this shit, right? Because the clock tower is the one holding the curse. And here, the statues like looking up, and they all look like, oh no, not again, please God. Then it's cool because you come here and like, fuck, these beasts are too strong, right? So I'm gonna see how the game gives you options, and it's cool because you get the mother. So it's like the safe option. In the safe option you go back here. Then you like see you had like inside to, instead of going after the beasts there, go through this side. Because then you can find a bunch of stuff to make you stronger. The mother nurtures you, right? And the beasts nurture the hunter, don't they? Because you kill the beast, you get stronger. And you go kill more the beasts, get stronger. So see, like the beasts are nurturing you. there anything here? No. Yeah, so then you go here and then you find like the other hunter, like could be that, like, see, like things are going so shit that like all the hunters are fucking dying because they still didn't understand. So they keep repeating the same stuff over and over again until they understand what the fuck is going on. And what the fuck is going on is the moon presence. Oh fuck. Ah, fuck you. Keep trying to, sometimes it's just easier to smash it. There, oh. So yeah, and you see how through there he gave you the torch to come down here. But if you have insight to follow the beast's advice and turn left, you already come through here. Through the dark parts, you know, through the sewers. But you just get like advice from Irene and you meet the little girl. So it's like you're going to the nightmare first. And there is more. Yeah, so here is like where you find like the hunter. So you know there was like a Yarnan hunter and there was like a hunter. You know, like no denomination, because that's the other one. Then you find out later that the no domination was like a someone paying homage to the old Yarnan, you know, with the feather tape. I think it's just rats here, yeah? There's anything else? And you see like how these enemies here, they're kinda like preparing you to Gascon. Like really, if you can't go here without, like if you can't go the whole scenario without dying, you can't fight Gascoigne. You know, like he's preparing you. The beasts are helping you. Helping you become stronger, man. That's the, like, you know, when you eat something, like the beasts are helping you become stronger. That's like why a lot of Catholics, they're called like cannibals, because they had this belief of like whatever you consume helps you become stronger. That's like why you consume like the blood and the flesh of Christ, right? Because you're becoming like God. But then what happens if you consume beast blood? And look at the Lawrences here, right? Like no legs. And the easiest way to do it is just to burn them. So if you have like the rats, like they are Henrik, the what is it called? The crows are Eileen, so these are like Lawrences, right? Then you have the Gascoignes and the Germans there. Yeah, so alright, so this is pretty cool. Something you can go and research in your own time. Just Google medical cannibalism. So up until the discovery of germs and bacteria and everything, there was a widespread belief in Europe that for you to get better, you consume, like, you just go and like drink blood, or like you go and put fat on your, like if you have like a burn, you put fat on it, human fat. And you had stories about like in Germany how like the executioner of the city, right, the one that was named the executioner, was one of the richest persons there, because people would pay him to get the blood of the executed. That's a real story, man. Just look at medical cannibalism. Like in 1600s France, you would go and buy like human fat in the pharmacy, you know? That's what... Don't you have like that King James tonic or something like that, or elixir that was made with like powdered human skull, and that's what the kings used to drink. So you see, like the king hurts all nobles that I said like a while ago. That's all like true story, you know. It's history, let's say. This is like European history. And you see like how the church becoming beasts, all the scandals and everything that happened in the church. So yeah, alright, so then see, like you go and you get stronger and everything, you get better armor. Fashion after one of the old hunters, so like someone paying homage to Jura. And you know what Jura did? He protected the beast. But in this case the guy died. And you got his place, so you can either be... So you know down there was two hunters here, right? The Yarna hunter, that got recruited by the church and everything to like fight for blood. And there was another hunter that showed up there. And here you see what was the deal with it. See, like, this is what Gurman is doing to you. He's just waiting for you to wake up so he can kill you, you know? Wake up and like do like when he's ready to wake up, like when the workshop is done, blah blah, so he kills you and he takes your head off, right? So don't you have the madman inside that's like heads off and then you take it, blah blah blah. So now imagine if Gurman start taking all that inside and he's unseen in the waking world, right? So he's in a dream. Who is in a dream? Micorashu. So like Micorashu is a version of Gurman that just took a bunch of insight from all the hunters that he killed, you know? So yeah, so you see, like, this is what happened, right? Like, they burn old Yarnan. The Healing Church just blocked the town and fuck that. Who gives a shit about use? And then like the night never ended, like it kept just going and going. And here they also, we just want to leave, we're cursed, you're cursed, we just want to leave, like see, like that's what they're like, fuck, what the fuck is going on, man? These hunters keep coming in and killing everyone. The outsiders, right? That they didn't know that Yarna, that was the deal with Yarna. They were like pagans, you know. They would just turn into beasts, blah blah blah, do magic and stuff. Because you see here, these werewolves. Oh fuck! You see how they have belts on them, and old Germanic tribes and shit. They used to. The warriors used to put belts on it so they would be like wolf-like, berserk, you know? Oh fuck. You guys for real? You're giving me such a hard time here. Oh! Yeah, so then they have these belts on it, and that's like the warriors used to go for like wolf belts on them, you know, they would make with wolf skin, and then the wolves would just they would think like how we're acquiring the power of the wolf, right, through this thing, like I'm dressed as a wolf now, so I'm a wolf. And then you imagine when you join that with Catholicism, that you went like, if you want to be a wolf, you just eat wolf. You know what I mean? So the hunters had to be strong as the beasts. So what do? You eat beasts. And then they end up turning to beasts. That's what happened to Gascoigne, right? And you see like how powerful that is, because that's what happens to the cleric beast, right? I think I can kill her with one go. Thought I would die on her just to show the doll, because so see, the doll is like Lady Maria, the one that took pity on the patients, right? Because like, what the fuck, man, you put just a normal guy against that fucking giant monster, I'm gonna intervene. And only when you have insight about like this is fucking crazy, that's when she shows up to intervene, you know, to help you. Because you see there, it's alright, the two sisters of Kanehurst, right? That said it. So, oh fuck. So you see like up here, there is the two sisters there on the bridge. Then you have, alright, so let's start the two sisters. So you have on the statues in Kanehurst, you have the two sisters. You have them there. Then you have the black and the white cleric beasts, right? And then you have Amelia and the other black church hunter there at the nightmare. So see, this is the deal. So what would be like one a good sister and one a bad sister, right? And that's the two little girls, right? Know what I mean? Oh, and the bell rang at the same time. And you see, like, this is like the works of the church, because they had what? Ebrietas, metamorphosis. So they could transform themselves. So they would transform themselves how? Eating this stuff. Oh fuck, that was good. Oh. Right on. There is no weapon upgrade, so I don't know how long is it gonna take to kill this fucker. Yeah, so, oh fuck, maybe it's gonna kill me. Yeah, so you had like the black and the white beasts, right? Cleric beast. So, it's the two sisters. And you see their representations on your legs. Because one leg, you see how she summoned, she does like the dark red summoning. The dark red is like what shows up when you use this one, the blood dark red, pink, and her dark red, and Amelia is pink, the color of her power. Pretty good, huh? Now convince. Oh fuck. So like Amelia is like, she's doing the same as Lawrence, right? She's like the new reincarnation of Lawrence, because she's the white cleric beast. And you go burn the shit out of her, but then you have the other one. Who is the other one then? Lawrence and Gunny? Because it was like two brothers and then became two sisters. And that's the thing, you know, like the dog comes like to help you or something, but it almost seems that she's trapping you there, you know, when you see her. Or maybe not, because you're already trapped there anyway. See, dark red. The dark red is a new presence as well, I think it's dark red. Then you see again in your leg. Pink. Whoa! Oh fuck. I was gonna do the dark red, but I showed it already. Just go back. Oh fuck, she's gonna kill me just at the end. So I'm gonna kill her anyway, because then... Oh! Can go back to Gilbert. Then Gilbert changes, and I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't know that. But he knew, man. They all fucking knew that the church blocked the bridge. He was sending here to your... for you to be eaten, no? And you see, it's the sword hunter, right? So this sword hunter badge gives you like the Ludwig weapon, right? And the Ludwig weapon is the same weapon that the Black Church hunter is using on the Hunter's Nightmare. So there you go. How many more do you want? And you get the 10 bullets as well. Dark red is the bullets, right? Bullet. Dark red. And then you see like after, like where is a lamp is like where a hunter died, right? Or like this was the lamp of that hunter, you know, that's why she jumps through it, blah blah blah, because she can come to this lamp. So you have like the lamps of each hunter, and then this fucking door, man, I swear to God, there is a way to open this door. Alright, boom. And then if you go to the dream now, the door is gonna be there. But now anytime that you die, they're gonna suck you back to the dream. I'm gonna die somewhere easy peasy. So this is pretty much all Central Yarnan. Like, could go through more detail about stuff, but I don't think there's like a lot of... Could go kill Gascoigne straight away, but Gascoigne is a bit harder without upgrading the weapon. That's why you have the workshop, you know. They're all kind of like helping you, but not, but not truly helping you. I just talk to Gilbert now, cause then he changes. Once you get the one insight from seeing the cleric beast, his dialogue changes already. And you see how he's the beast, you hear the beast roar here.
Yes, I see. But the Great Bridge is the only way to the Cathedral Ward.
It's the only way, so...
During the hunt, the bridge is closed.
During the hunt, see, he knew it was a hunt. He knew everything already, but he told you to go there anyway.
There's a rather, how shall I put it, colourful area south of the Great Bridge. From there, an aqueduct leads to the Cathedral Ward.
See, this could have been like fucking there. You had to go through old Yarnum, but now there is a shortcut.
Imagine you have much of a choice, do you? An aqueduct leads from the town south of the main bridge to the Cathedral Ward. Not a place you'd normally choose to visit, but
don't have a choice. So right, so I think that's it, because I already, that's fun. But then the next one you can go Gascoigne. Do the door. Just go back and see the door and upgrade and everything. No. Alright, fuck it, just finish here. That's it for today. Take it easy. Where is the goodbye sign? Bye. Until next time Micorashu shows up.